So Everton are certainly aiming high with their manager search. Reports suggesting that they have contacted Carlo Ancelotti. There were some reports suggesting that he was on Merseyside having talks, and then someone contradicted that and said no, he's in Rome.
Well, he's deciding which ticket to buy at the airport, isn't he? He doesn't know where to stay there, he'll come to England.
Considering his options. Since being fired by Napoli, of course for a whole host of different reasons around their fallout, he's on the market, and Everton obviously need a new manager to take them forward with their spending. Is he the right person for the job?
You know, I'm going to turn around and say I don't think he is, because I think Everton needs somebody, a cross between what this guy usually brings and what Duncan Ferguson brings. You know, right now, Big Dunk has got everybody fired up. It's all blood and guts and thunder and passion, but you can't do that forever. So they definitely need organising and a real defensive structure, because under Silva, it was open attack football and they weren't getting anywhere. They were getting outplayed. As good as, when you look at the team sheet, it has got some names on it. You think, oh, he's good, I like him. But as a group, they just don't perform. So I think they need somebody with a little bit of knowledge and a bigger bit of steel right now. And I don't think Ancelotti has that steel.
You don't think that it could work split amongst two personalities, such as Duncan Ferguson as a number two under him? Because he said it himself, he's ostensibly a coach at this point, Ferguson, even though I think he probably secretly harbours a little bit of ambition to take that job. Oh
no, I'm sure he does, but you know, Everton need to get a structure of playing where they're going to get points. You know, clearly when they open up an attack, they lose games, and under Duncan, when it's keep tight, everybody fighting for each other, they're picking up points. Now, they have to find a middle ground, in my opinion. And as I said, I'm not so sure that Ancelotti's... When I think Ancelotti, I think about open attack in football. I think that one of the reasons I'm shocked that it didn't work for him at Napoli is because I thought all the tools were there.
Yeah, he kind of got them organised and made them a little bit more conservative, didn't he?
Well, yeah, and it just didn't work. So, you know, for Everton... I'm sorry, as great as this guy is, and he's a great coach, doesn't he? You can't question his credentials. You can't question his experience. And of course, people will say, are you telling me that he can't organise them defensively to keep it tight and then try and play? I'm sure he could, but I think you need somebody with a little bit of fire that Duncan has, and a little bit of grit, and somebody the players are a little wary of.
The fact that he's a bit of a misfit, in your opinion, for the Everton job, does that suggest that there's a problem in the headhunting going on from Farhad Moshiri? You know, he's been criticised over his spending. Maybe it hasn't been as targeted or well thought out as it could have been. Maybe there's been conflicting voices in the club which have led to a number of hits and misses in the transfer market. In terms of the manager search, do you think Everton are a bit mixed up in their thinking?
I think inevitably when you spend a lot of money, then you kind of elevate yourself to where you're giving out the impression that you're growing and you're getting bigger, and that means that when you start looking for managers, you're going into the Ancelotti realms because of the money,
right?
When really you're not quite there yet. So I think again they need to sort out their expectations, because at the start of the year they were far too high, and of course when it doesn't work out, it's not a blow, it's almost like a crash.
Yes.
And it affects everybody, the whole team, the squad, the fans, the whole place just crashes. So I think they have to get a bit of realisation. And the one thing now, don't go throwing money at it, go and get the guy who's going to do the job. And if it means it's an unknown, who's not quite into this open attack and all out sort of game, but has a little bit of steel that can solidify them and get them on a level pegging, and get them, make sure you survive in the Premier League. And then you can maybe start thinking again, and then maybe start raising your expectations. Because right now I think they're too high, and I don't see Ancelotti really wanting to take over the Everton job right now.
Okay, well, we'll see how far the talks progress and what comes of it, what the reports suggest as well in the coming hours or days regarding Carlo Ancelotti and Everton. But certainly Everton do need to get that search right. It's a very big appointment for their next manager.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.